Chapter 2. First Mission. Chu Che woke up and decided to cultivate first. That's right. He tossed the system aside and decided to cultivate first. The system was speechless. As Chu Che cultivated, those who checked up on him earlier were dazed. Wasn't his recovery speed too fast? Was it because of the Elder pill? As expected, it really was magical. When they couldn't come up with an explanation for what was going on, they just placed all answers on the pill. Even if it didn't make sense. After all, the pill was said to be so magical that it could bring those who were cultivators at the true Chi realm and the spirit realm back to life. Of course, the pill wouldn't work for those above the true Chi realm. So since their young master was only at the 5th dan, the pill must have worked pretty well for him. Yes. It must have been the pill. With that, many eased their worries and went about their day. But unlike what they believed, the system was responsible for clearing out the poison in Chu Che's body and getting him back on track. Achoo! Boom! Chu Che, sitting with his legs crossed on his bed, slowly opened his eyes in confusion. Eh? Didn't he just break through an hour ago? Then why was he breaking through again after sneezing? Was there something wrong with his body? Did he get some unknown disease without knowing it? If someone heard or saw this, they might get tempted to beat the living daylights out of Chu Che. Instead of him being happy, he was questioning his fortune. Then what about them who spent decades and hundreds of years to move from dan to dan? Anyone who saw him now might faint from anger. Chu Che frowned. System. What's up with my body? The system's avatar appeared on his shoulder and rolled around with tears in its eyes. It was a little boy wearing a black suit. My darling host. So you've finally decided to pay attention to me. Do you know how lonely I've been? You know, I've suffered for you. There was a seal within your body that suppressed your cultivation. So I worked on undoing the seal and clearing out all the toxins from your body. Also, you are a product of your mother, who was one of the most talented geniuses in the upper realm, until she was betrayed. So what does my darling host expect? As for how she got betrayed, that is up to the host to find out. Chu Che was shocked. When he observed this body earlier on, he never saw any seal. Or could it be that only those as powerful as the person who placed the seal could see it? Chu Che now felt like he needed to level up fast. The enemy might still be watching him. So this body was that of a genius. Coupled with all the built-up chi suppressed by the seal, it made sense that he would skip 7 entire levels and open his 12th meridian. When it came to cultivation in this world, there were over 20 daos. Daos were essentially cultivation ranks. For example, the first dao of cultivation was the true chi realm, the most fundamental dao of all. And the second was the spirit converging realm, and so on. To advance from dao to dao, they must first open up all meridians in that dao successfully. Each dao had 9 to 13 dan's meridian opening stages for one to level up. And the true chi realm had a total of 13 dans. Chu Che had just entered the 12th dan and was now a supreme true chi master. At this rate, it wouldn't be long before he advanced to the 13th, also called the half-step spirit realm stage. From there, he would enter the 2nd dao, known as the spirit realm. For now, he was still very powerful when compared to many. The lower realm, also called the Cagnan continent by the locals, had cultivators either within the true chi realm or the spirit realm. And the moment they broke through from spirit realm to origin realm, they could face their tribulations and ascend to a higher plane which had people with stronger cultivation levels too. Once in a higher plane, they could always descend back again provided they passed through the gates that allowed them to descend once every 5 years. Likewise, some people had ancient teleportation runes that could suppress and bypass the laws. But owning those wasn't an easy feat. Great clans in the upper realms had to team up to open such portals. That was probably how they came for Chu Che's mother. As for how his mother arrived here, this was also a mystery. After ascending the lower realm, one would go to the ordinary realm, followed by the upper realm, holy realm, and supreme realm. There were just many planes that one would have to pass before cultivating to immortality. No one knew if there was another plane after the last one, since no one had ever passed the cultivation standards needed for them to ascend the supreme realm. With Chu Che's current cultivation, he could live up to 270 years, and he was still the strongest within his town and among bandits' strongholds around the vicinity. The system jumped up on his shoulders happily. "Host, you must want to know the system's functions, right? What can you do?" "Host, like I said, I am the heavenly anime, gaming, and fantasy entertainment system. So the host will perform tasks issued by the system to create the most powerful entertainment parks of all time." Chu Che massaged his chin. "When you say park, you mean like Disneyland?" "Yes, host. But rather than giving them amusement rides, it will have gaming sites, theaters, and many other buildings that will focus on cultivation." "Oh? And I'm guessing you want the entire town to be this entertainment park, right?" "Yes, host. But don't worry, people's homes won't be disturbed." That said, the host still needs to verbally agree before the system can take Wenji Town as the host's entertainment park. "Alright. I agree. Good host. Processing request in 10, 9, 8. As the system spoke, it had already changed to a construction outfit and held out a tiny drill. And as it spoke, it drilled while floating over his shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding! Congratulations, host. Wenji Town is now the host's entertainment park. The host can now view everything within the park from the system's monitors. The system said happily. And Chu Che didn't waste any time before briefly glancing at the images on the monitor. This was great. He could check any place within the entire town now. Impressive. Alright. So what's my first mission? My darling host, I'm glad you asked. You can check the mission panel to view any existing missions. The system said before sending out a mission. Ding! Chu Che looked at his screen. Open mission, choose registration building. Task content, as the town lord and owner of the entertainment park, the host needs to register everyone within the town over time. And in the future, those that come into the entertainment park Wenji Town also need to get their registration cards too. Only those with these cards can have access to the park's facilities. Task reward, renovation of registration building once a suitable building is chosen. Chu Che read the mission and frowned a bit. System, what about security? Well, you don't need to worry. Once the task is completed, no one will be able to destroy or damage these buildings, not even an immortal. Additionally, since the entire town is now under the system's protection, no one will be able to hurt the host within the territory. So provided the host stays in the town, the host will be omnipotent. How very convenient. Chu Che looked at his mission again and decided to get it done as soon as possible. He needed to find an empty building, and the rest would be history. With that, he left the room and walked towards the exit amidst the anxious gazes of the guards, maids, and servants. "Oh. Young master, please go back and rest. Your body isn't properly healed yet." "That's right, young master. Please treat your body kindly and rest for a few more days." "Young master, where are you going?" "If you need something, just let old Fru here deal with it." "Young master, if you step outside, I'll kill myself."